I recently started watching some video game room tours on YouTube, and as I watch those, I think to myself, "Wow, that's really cool." You know, like, "Oh, that's very impressive." And then I come down here, and I think to myself, "Yeah, mine looks nothing like that." And something's got to give. What's up, Grim Crew? Welcome back to the channel for another video. I am the Grim Gamer. My friends call me D. And this is going to be sort of a game room tour slash metamorphosis of this game room. And this is going to take me some time. This isn't going to be something, as I start filming this is November of 2025. You probably won't see this for quite some time. It'll be several weeks, if not months, before you actually see this video, because I'm not going to put it up now. I'm going to actually rearrange and do everything I want to do, or at least as much as I can, what I'd like to do with it before I put this video out. So this is going to be a tour, but a transformation as well. But currently, as it looks right now, this whole room looks terrible. It looks like a bomb went off or a tornado went through in here. The place is a complete wreck, and I had an idea of what I wanted to do and how I wanted to set it up. And at first, it worked out. It worked out okay, but as I've continued to add stuff to the game collection and started getting some more consoles, some more games. You see the shelving units back here. The way that I wanted to do it was working, but now I need to do it a little bit differently. So I've been brainstorming ideas of how I'd like to do it. And other things I'd like to add to really make this look and feel like an actual game room. So I guess we'll start off with kind of just showing you around what's going on currently. So as it currently stands, I got like my gaming corner over here, and currently that works well for me. I set it up this specific way for the streaming. Because as I'm sitting here playing the game, you get to see, you know, the console, whatever console it is that I'm using, a couple things on the wall, and then you get to see like some of the games in the background. The problem with the way that I ended up doing this, and I wanted to do it this way to hide this door. Didn't really want the door in the shot, so I decided to kind of, with this screen here and the shelves, to kind of like block everything off, you know, into its own little area. The problem that I'm having now is if there's somebody that wants to stream with me, or if we're trying to do some kind of videos, like when I do the game unboxing and stuff like that, we have to kind of cram into this little space here so that I can use that as the backdrop, and it's not exactly ideal anymore. But the rest of the room has basically got just stuff thrown about all willy-nilly like. And so back here again, here's the door, but now all this is just a big open space, an open area. I got one other shelf here that I would like to utilize, clean all that up and actually use that for some games and stuff. But over here, you know, in these shelves, it's starting to get a little cluttered, so I'd like to get another one of these shelves. And I think the idea is we're going to take these shelves, we're going to push them back to this wall, and we're going to just start doing shelving units and the games and stuff along the walls and stuff here. We'll stack maybe the boxes and stuff up over in the corner over here or something. I got this big chair. They got random boxes. I don't know why boxes have been accumulating here. They just have been. So I need to do something with that. The bigger TV with all of the game consoles is over here. This has become a complete mess. I mean, absolutely just cords everywhere because of how many times I take consoles out, switch them out for over here to do different streams on the consoles themselves. So, you know, it's just a mess over here, so I need to clean this up. In case anybody is wondering about the TV, I got this from my folks. They didn't need it anymore, and I wanted a bigger gaming TV, but they had this on one of those stands that you just, like, hang it on, like, a a stand or like a bracket, and so it kind of hovers there. Well, they didn't have the feet for it anymore, so Dad just kind of made up these little 2x4 feet, and it sits up here nice and neat, and it might not look the greatest, but hey, it does the job, exactly what I wanted it to do. I got stuff, I mean, all over the desk here, you know, all over on top, and just, it's a complete mess. Got a CRT over here. This actually went to the shop with us, brought it back here. But this one I've had since I was a teenager, I think. And it's just gone everywhere with me. And so I can hook up some other game consoles and stuff there, whatever I want to do with that. But that's kind of tucked away in the corner. But I just, like, everything needs to be rearranged. And then over here, I'll move this out of my way. I got another CRT in here. I got another older flat screen in here. But I also got just, I mean, stuff's piling up in here too. Like, it's a complete disaster. But I've got all these movies, all these CDs. That's all wrestling DVDs and stuff here. And just other movies, DVDs, even some VHSs stuck in there. I would like to get them out of this closet and out here somewhere too. Not sure exactly how I want to do that yet, but I'd like to pull all of that stuff out of there and, you know, leave that stuff out here too. These are typically closed. I will open them when I'm filming, kind of like I am now, because there's an echo in this room, and opening these doors kind of you know, takes a little bit of that away. But you know, it's a complete disaster right now. You know, we got all these cords over here. I'm going to try to find something to do with, and I think I want to try to move that away from that corner, but with the doors here and the door over there, and it's just, there's not a great place to put it necessarily. And but I have an idea for it. If I can do it, and then we're going to move this stuff over. To try to fill up some of the walls and stuff a little bit too, I got a bunch of these posters, you know, that were from different games. You know, this one here is Arcade Paradise. I just framed this earlier today before filming this. And I'd like to do more of these, you know. Most of them will be like maps from like the Elder Scrolls or Red Deads or Fallouts, you know, stuff like that. Well, the Fallout one isn't a map, but you get what I'm saying. There's several games in here that have posters in them, so I'd like to like frame them. I'll hang them up on the wall and stuff. But yeah, this is currently what it looks like, and it's a complete disaster. And over the next several weeks or several months, is probably what's going to take me, because I'm just going to be able to do stuff a little at a time. We'll hopefully be able to transform this room into something, you know, that's pretty decent as far as what a game room maybe should be. So yeah, that's it for this current portion, and as I go, I'll just film some more. So as this video goes along, you'll see the transformation that I have obviously not seen yet. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so work has begun on transforming the game room. It's been a little over a month since that first part you've seen, and I have made some progress. Gonna make a little bit more today. Some of this, obviously what you're gonna see here, I did not film. I just started doing things and didn't think to use the cameras and all that. But so the computer desk has now been moved. That was over here in this corner. That got moved over here. Don't mind the mess. We're working on that. That's all the games and all that stuff. But that's over here now. That way, when I stream, you'll still see the console over here, and then you'll kind of get to see some of the game room in the background also. So these things basically just switch places is really all that happened here. Again, that's going to look a little nicer when I finally get it organized, but I got to get all that stuff hooked back up again and everything yet. But the shelves were here, and those are now back here. Come on, focus, camera. Those are back here against this wall now. So I got this one. I did clean off and clear out this shelf. That might not be where everything goes. I just started setting some stuff up. Got the Uncharted Shrine put back up. And I got another shelf here. identical to the others. I'm going to build this. That one's going to go there. And then we'll have a chance to get all of the games put back up and organized and arranged. So what we're doing today is building that and getting the games all situated in their new homes. So that is the plan. Third shelf is up, and I don't know, I think it looks pretty decent, you know. No, I don't. You know, I hate it. So I like things that are even. I don't know. It's a pet peeve of mine when things are not even, and now having two on this side of the smaller shelf and only one on this side, it's uneven. I don't like it. I guess what that means, though, is that I need to fill these. I need to buy more games. So it gives me a reason to buy a fourth one. Because right now, if I have a fourth one, I probably have nothing to put in it. But the fact that it is uneven, it bothers me. I don't like it. But now I got to figure out which games by console I want, how I want to organize things now. When I only had the two shelves, it was getting a little cluttered. So now with three, I have options, and I'm not sure exactly how I want to do that yet. 1, 2. I hate it. I hate it. So I got mostly everything in the shelves, but it might not stay like this. I may move some things around. I kind of just threw things in here for now, kind of get an idea of what I want to do and how I want to do it. It may change, it might not. I got nothing up there. I got those boxes up there. That may go up there on top to free up that shelf. I don't know yet. But the idea is like some, like maybe collector's edition or special stuff, maybe in here in this middle one. And we got basically all Nintendo over here. PS1 handhelds there, Genesis, Xbox, some old computer games over there. A couple board game stuff down there, and then we've got PS5, 4, 3, 2, and 2 also down there. I don't. Looking at it now, it's like I don't have a lot. But again, that just means that I got to buy more games to fill them up now. I also don't have a whole lot of trinkets and stuff. Instead of buying, little trinkets, kind of like a whole Solid Snake over here, or this, which is a set of PS1 playing cards. Instead of buying little stuff like that, I would prefer to spend my money on, well, more games. So I don't have a lot of that stuff, but, now that I have some space, now that we've kind of extended it and, kind of getting it all together, it gives me opportunity to extend each individual library and to add some other things. I've seen a bunch of other people, their shelves aren't as deep as this. There's a lot of space here. And that's fine. I also personally kind of like it when they're, just about that wide and, there's not all this extra space. But if I ever fill all of these up and everything with this extra space, and kind of just set little trinkets like in front of stuff or whatever. And I kind of like having that option. Plus, what I get these particular shelves for, they're not overly expensive, so they work. They work for me anyways, and I think it's coming along. I think it's coming along nicely. Now at this point, it's just trying to get everything else in this room situated. And I got a couple other little ideas of something that I'd like to do, and so the next portion may be when this is done. I mean, when's a game room done? Anybody tell me, when is a game room done? It's probably not a thing. But as done as it's probably going to get. So I still need to set a few other things up. I still need to organize a couple things. But I think it's coming along, though. So that's something. Alright, everyone. It's been about a month and a half since that last part that you just saw. This is like February 14th now. So as of the release of this video, which should be tomorrow as I record this is 3 months in the making now. And I haven't filmed anything in the last month and a half since that last section that you would have just seen, but that's because this has been slow moving. And over this last month and a half, I've only added this little thing here or put this poster up here. It hasn't been a lot going on, so I didn't feel the need to do any more updates. But now it's to a point where the game room is what I believe done, and I'm ready to reveal it. It's as done as it's going to get. So, yeah, 3 months in the making, and I now have it where I think it's okay to show you now. So, without further ado, welcome to the Gaming Dungeon. Oh, hold on. I got a cat right underneath me. Hold on, Ruby. Stop. Okay. Yes. Welcome to the Gaming Dungeon. You're going to have to excuse this lighting. This camera doesn't care for it much, but much different, much better to what it was. You'll see as we walk through the door. First thing right here to my right is my good friend, the Grim Reaper. And this guy, he's an animatronic. He's not hooked up because I don't really have a way to, or a plug for him, but he moves, he talks, his eyes light up and everything. But I kind of dressed him up a little bit, and he's just kind of a friend of mine that just kind of hangs out in the game room with me. Now, over here, I have the CDs, the wrestling DVDs, the other movies, the DVDs, the VHSs, the things that were in that closet that I said that I wanted to bring out into this room. This is on this wall now here. We've got a couple of the posters hung up. We've got Arcade Paradise, the map of Skyrim over in this corner. We've got Golden Axe 2 for Sega Genesis. But it's nice to have these out here now, and they're kind of in just like a media corner. This is the game room, but I like to have now all of my physical stuff up. We've got a couple other trinkets, music. We've got some Aussie stuff, some other wrestling stuff there, and of course all the other movies and everything over here, which I can now play everything on, including the games over here. So in this corner, we've got the CRT. Currently, Genesis hooked up to that with one of my favorite games, Kid Chameleon. We've got all of the other consoles over here. I've got a different TV than what you saw earlier. That is also still propped up on some blocks. Just to give me enough space, I got this VHS DVD combo here now so that I can play all of those movies here with this whole setup also. And I changed this up a little bit to where the cords are still a problem, but the cords are always going to be a problem. It's just the way it is. But I got them all hooked up to the switcher box and a little switcher for the HD consoles. It's all hooked up. It all works fairly nice. One of these days I might be able to, maybe get a different entertainment center to set these up better. But we've got all the PlayStations 1 through 5 down here. Original Xbox currently up there. The Switch is over there, and the Nintendo's down here. And so I can play everything on this TV now. And I can watch all of my movies, VHSs, DVDs, Blu-rays, whatever, all right here along with this. So got the chair, got a little table, got the rug, and so this is turned into just kind of the hangout, movie gaming corner over here, and it works pretty nicely. And so all of that stuff was over in this corner, which I showed you in the other part. That was over there in that corner. That's been moved over here now. And this is where I do all the video editing, which as I'm recording this, I am currently working on this video right now. And then whatever it is that I'm streaming from, which I'm currently streaming from the PSP actually right now, that's what's hooked up, and this is what I'm playing currently. But the console can still sit here. You can see part of the game room as I'm streaming. You can see the console, whichever. That all got cleaned up and looks a lot better than it used to. I got all this stuff cleaned up, so I've just got a couple things that are really meaningful for me up here on the top, and then down here, and I even got my own personal Grim Gamer Funko, which I thought was pretty neat. Over here, we've got the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas poster. This is probably the oldest poster that I own, and this glare again with this light, I'm sorry, I can't do much about that. This poster is from my original copy of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas that I have owned since, well, forever. Probably since shortly after it came out. And this poster's been unfolded and refolded so many times, it's starting to kind of come apart. So now that I got it nice and framed, be able to display that. The doors, this is all starting to look fairly decent these days. But this is still a massive problem. Just a quick peek. I mean, we're gonna ignore the rest of that. That's a whole different project for another day. Now over in this corner, we've got the Vault-Tec poster up for Fallout. I found this little table. This little table's got some LEDs underneath it. I got that little guy up there. Kind of the cameras kind of set off in the bottom. We just got like other controllers and accessories in here. So that actually works fairly nice. The box is stacked up in the corner. And yes, I got another shelf because I was talking earlier about how now I had two on one side, one on the other side. It bugged the crap out of me. Well, I had to get another one. We got the game room sign up there, and we've got everything kind of neat, organized. Another rug here in front of this that looks fairly nice. And so now the way this breaks down is we've got PS5, 4, 3, 2, 2 because that's taking up a little bit more. We got PS1 up here. We've got the Vita here. The PSP would normally be sitting here, but again, that's hooked up for streaming purposes right now. We've got a couple of the special edition stuff there. The board games down there. The Uncharted Shrine has kind of taken up this whole little shelving unit. I just kind of spaced it out a little bit more so that I can kind of display things a little bit better. I have added one little thing, and that's the Nathan Drake Treasure Hunter Magic the Gathering card. You know, if it's something that's Nathan Drake, I want it. If it's Uncharted related, I got to have it. So I did add that little guy. Again, game room sign. We got the Switch over here. We've got GameCube over here. N64, Super Nintendo, and original Nintendo with the very few Game Boy games there. Wasn't sure what to do with this Bayonetta Masquerade Edition trilogy, so that's kind of taking up its space right now. Sega Genesis, Xbox, and a couple of PC games. As that expands, these are going to have to find somewhere else to go. And just a place for the Oculus and some empty boxes. So there are a couple shelves currently that don't really have much, or there's some placeholders taking up space. But as these expand now, I'll be able to expand them into the other shelves, and that should actually work out pretty well for a good while. So, but that is everything. So when you compare this to what it originally was, what you saw at the very beginning, this looks much nicer. It looks much better. You might not be able to tell very much by, you know, just by this camera. Again, lighting and all of that, because I don't think the lighting here that you're going to see in this clip is going to be doing this justice. But definitely a lot better than what it was. It functions a lot better, and it's going to allow me to just enjoy this space and enjoy my games, enjoy my other media, and just a fun place to hang out, play games, do some other work with video stuff like this, and it's much better. So I know out there, and I started this a couple of months ago because I said I've been watching game room videos and tours on YouTube, and I started looking at my own and was like, you know, this isn't cutting it anymore. This, I know, is definitely not going to be, you know, as nice and as special as other ones that you will see here on YouTube. But I did the best I could with what I had and with what I can afford, and it's mine, and I think it came along very, very well. So there you have it. I believe that is everything. So if there's anything else that you'd actually want to see, maybe in more detail or something, let me know in the comments below, and I might be able to do some other updates or something at some point, or I'll be able to, I don't know, maybe on the social media platforms, I'll be able to show a little bit more or some more detail about certain things or something. But this is the gaming dungeon now, and I'm pretty happy with it. If you like this video, then hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so you don't miss out on any other content coming to the channel, whether it's the live stream replays, whether it's retro game unboxings or retro game hunting, which I need to do some more game hunting. This has taken up a bit of my time and a bit of my money lately, and I haven't been able to do a lot of game hunting. I've added a couple games over the course of these 3 months, but not a lot. No, now we can get back to getting games. But either way, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of this other content coming to the channel. Hope you like the Gaming Dungeon, and I hope to see you over on the streams. Again, there's a link going to be posted in the description box below if you want to hang out with me during the stream nights. And I think that's going to do it for this one. So I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate all your support. So until the next one, I am D, and I am the Grim Gamer. I will catch y'all next time.